fuck, it's already bugging out. Son of a bitch. Alright, give me a minute. What the fuck? Probably because of shitty ass Internet Explorer, I bet. Or Microsoft Edge, whatever. Alright, see if that fixes it. Shit. Alright, I'm going to do pop-out chat. And I'll ride the horse that I rode on, I guess. Anyway, I should be nearing completion of a rant that'll probably come out during the week, hopefully. I'll post something on the community notes after this is done, or whatever community post. Not that anyone really reads it, to be honest. You need to have a pretty high IQ to be able to find my shit. And yes, I'm playing on the Xbox One version, specifically. And yes, I did paint my submarine blue and painted the flag as Russia because people want to be such asshats about it. Why not rub it in their faces? The blue submarine being a clear reference to the Blue Moon subs from Advance Wars, in case you couldn't tell. Because that's what Blue Moon has basically been transformed into, is basically not Russia. That's probably like the one thing I'm never gonna ever be able to let go, to be honest, is that one specific thing. Like, people are so fucking mad about it, and it's just, they're all retarded, honestly. I'll be as petty about it as long as I live. Because that was some fucking ridiculous shit. And yes, I did get the Black Panther statue in this one. So, yeah, that's always fun. I am going to have to do it solo, though, for two main reasons. Because, first of all, I'd rather not fuck up on the attempt to get for the Black Self-Annihilator, since I do think it might be a decent purchase, but whatever. Or I might get the Aquila instead, but I definitely want to get the trade price of that thing. Mainly for the repel feature, honestly. That's kind of like the only main reason I'm grinding for it in particular. It's for that sweet vehicle, but I also found out that you do have to scope out a specific point before you can even do the mission. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that. I'll probably do the same thing in the PS4 and maybe the PC version if it even runs, and I highly doubt it. As much as I want to grind out that version to get the submarine stuff, but I'll probably do that later or tomorrow morning at the latest. I love how the crown emojis just look so weird, honestly. Oh well. But thanks for your continued support. Extended play would be nice though, but I'll digress. Anyway, let me just scope this spot really quick. And I'll get back to doing the missions. Oh, come on. I think I arrived there as early as I possibly could. Whatever. These dudes are so ungrateful. So stupid. But alright. I might as well get the, what the hell is it? Scanning the, fuck, I can't think of it. Using the metal detector, because I guess this week in particular, I guess they're doing double payouts for, these things, so I guess the dough might be kind of worth it. But one thing I really do hate about this game, honestly, is that I guess this might just apply to the enhanced version or whatever, but there are these tier unlocks, and not even all of them are possible to complete, because some of them are based on weekly events and not even like guaranteed anymore. Especially with stuff like the diamonds of the casino heist, or the Panther statue for the what the fuck? I thought I was gonna get double that. I guess not. That was fucking stupid. Whatever. I'll need to go to this spot, I think. Or maybe further below, but I don't have to go that far if I remember correctly. But I also know that I don't have to completely leave the island as intended normally, since I can just, well, leave any way I choose. I was just being fucking stupid. But regardless, I'm gonna take this picture, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do those missions, I guess. I guess they come in 2 parts for some weird reason. I already do have quite the money, and the only reason I even have that much is because I was doing the heist with one of my buddies. But unfortunately, the payout confirmation didn't work. But whatever, not going to really get into that. It was just incompetency on Rockstar's end, but whatever. Just have to remember that for next time. So yeah, that's done. Let's go ahead and leave. I don't feel like running a whole fucking marathon is to go back. What if I actually am near LSI? I actually might try doing this with a stealth jet. I want to see if it's actually possible. I highly doubt it. I want to get some use of that sucker after all, so as a wise man once said, sure, why not? Alright, let's hope this works. Kinda doubt it though. Oh, come on. It's all the way there? Oh my god. These air spawns are just so shitty, I swear. Like, imagine you're playing GTA Vice City and you do the cheat code to input the hunter code, but it only, like, spawns at, like, 2 places. That's just fucking retarded. Whatever. I'm also really annoyed that you can't even upgrade to Sparrow to have the pads or whatever, so I just kind of don't understand why you get a Sparrow version of a vehicle, but there's also a Sea Sparrow, it's supposed to be like the one from Vice City. Well, they're both from Vice City, but whatever. You get a fucking submarine, but you can't even use the Sea Sparrow version, which would be much more easier compared to literally any other fucking version you can get. And what the fuck? The fucking boat is right there. What fucking luck. Oh, fuck. Oh, never mind. I didn't blow it up. Oh, shit. Okay, good. I didn't blow it up. I really wish you could get this color, to be honest. Getting fucking Driver 3 flashbacks to this shit. I got the luckiest fucking mission spawn in the world, too. What the fuck? And no, I'm not using the rapid controller yet. I really want to try to save that shit until, like, the serious moments and shit. And yes, I'm using the AP pistol just because it's the cheapest on ammo, I guess. I really don't feel like spending hundreds of thousands of fucking dollars on ammo in a game where they basically incentivize shark card purchases. I'm really that fucking petty. One difficulty, many bullets. Also, yes, I've seen that apparently that GTA Online is going to have another big-ass update and apparently bringing back the man himself, but I'm going to hold my breath on that until the fucking thing actually comes out. So, I could technically be excited like every other shell in the industry, but I'm going to actually wait and see what changes come forth. But yeah, I'm mainly using the AP pistol because it's considered a pistol, so I guess it kind of gets the job done, and it's safe on ammo, I guess. So whatever. It may not be the most efficient, but it's not like I'm doing like super ridiculously hard missions that are gonna like make my balls explode if I keep trying to do it. So whatever. Rather just use the cost-efficient methods to get the business done, I guess. And automatic because, sure, why not? It's gonna have to change though because I'm gonna be shot down by these fuckers. Oh god, it shoots in a V angle? That's fucking terrible. That is actually terrible. But whatever. There we go. Alright, let's, I might as well do the second part of it, I guess. The Stealth Annihilator. Well, hello there. Hopefully your day is going well. I'm doing, Kosatka heist mission preps. So you get to see how it all gets done before doing the actual mission. I haven't actually done this in a while, so I don't think it's going to be that, how the heck do you say, I can't even think right now. It's too late. Homogenized, I guess, would be the word. There may be hole in it, but there's nothing gay about this. But whatever. The point is that I haven't done these types of gameplays in a while. But alright, let us commence Operation Try Not to Die. I also did the same thing with the casino heist, but I might do a couple of those because I know there's a lot more missions to do compared to the Cayo Perico heist. At least the Sparrow is really useful for the missions and just getting a run in general, since you don't have to worry about it spawning in certain spots on like personal air vehicles, and you don't really get charged if it gets destroyed, besides having to wait, I think, 5 minutes or whatever if it gets destroyed or whatever. Though I think you can only summon it once, so you can't just drive off with it and call it again. Game's not going to let you do that. Try to deposit my money. Alright. Let's do the second part of the Stealth Annihilator prep mission, I guess. I personally wouldn't advise doing it unless you want the trade price, but there's mainly one reason I want to besides the trade price, and that's because it's one of the few vehicles that actually lets you repel from it if you're a passenger, so you can really get in your military fanatics going on if you care about such things. And it does have a stealth mode feature, which does make flying around much easier. It's just a shame the weapons that come with it are terrible, so the Akula is definitely the better option. But it doesn't have the repel features, so it's kind of an acquired taste, I guess. Alright then. Let's go ahead and do this again. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I thought it wasn't gonna be muted. Thankfully, it was, so that's good. I wonder what this helicopter is. It's the Frogger. Okay. Well, let's get this shit out of here. Alright. Alright, just gonna fly this baby real smooth like. Comes with missiles and explosive machine guns. Okay, now that that's done, let's go and do the rest of the missions, and I think I should be able to get the Kyle Perico heist in this session, which is good. Not good because I'll have to do the stealth, whatever, but I think it should be fine otherwise. But anyway, let me get some snacks before I continue, so I don't end up failing horrendously in the process. I'll have to buy some body armor before the mission, so I'll probably stop after the I'll probably do the fingerprint scanner thing last, I guess, because you don't get any enemies after you, I think. Or fingerprint cloner, excuse me. let's do plasma cutter first, because the other one's gonna have a lot of heavy resistance. Yeah, let's just do the fast shovel thing here, I guess. It's only $2,000. I can always make up for it. Alright. Let me get this back up. Alright. Anyway, sticking with Grand Theft Auto, I actually have been playing, or technically replaying, Grand Theft Auto Advance again. I actually do like the game, honestly. I think it's a very interesting Grand Theft Auto game, and it's kind of a shame that not a lot of people really talk about it, to be honest. What the hell? Must be the cars, I think. Oh, it's these fuckers. They're on the ground, I bet. Wow. Of course I can shoot right through your fucking windshield. Whatever. Stupid. But anyway, I've been replaying Grand Theft Auto Advance. Mainly because I wanted to have like a save with all the 3 islands unlocked, with most of the story missions done. I think GBSP might let you find codes through the Retro Arch Core, but I'm not entirely certain. I'll have to like go through that at some point. But one of the things I really do like about the game is that some missions actually do have different choices, and depending on what you do, you'll get a different outcome in some aspects. It doesn't change the story. They're not like the dynamic choices you make like in Grand Theft Auto 4, but it is kind of cool you can tackle some missions differently. Or even getting like a bonus depending on how well you do in some missions. Like I think the first Silent Island mission where you actually get to meet up with King Courtney, and yes, he's actually a major character in the game, whereas in GTA 3 it was just kind of a side character, since he didn't really have much relevance in the story besides being a dude who gave you missions through a payphone. That's completely optional, by the way, so he didn't really have much anything to do with the story. But I know that in GTA Advance he actually does play a seemingly more interesting role, but one of the bonus missions you get is from him is that if you do really well during the race, you can actually have a chance to drive a Formula 1 car, and you actually get paid even well if you manage to do the race without crashing too much. So it's I definitely like that dynamic. And there's even one with 8-Ball who does give you missions every now and again in the first part of the game, Portland. And I'm not calling this shit porn on, it's fucking stupid, but whatever. It's I think depending on one mission, if you deliver a certain package real fast, you can actually get you basically get a bonus mission where you have to deliver 3 Diablos to a certain house or whatever. It's not really anything gameplay changing, but it is kind of cool that even like the one spin-off of GTA, I guess if you want to call it, does have some interesting choices that you can make in some of the missions, and I guess it kind of cookie cutter. Like I think one of them is that you can either leave a dude alive, and if he does, he tips off the people, but otherwise you might get easy access to something, or even some missions, I think, depending on what vehicle you drive, the characters make a comment or something. I think there's one mission early on where you have to drive a drunk chick home whose dad is also a politician. I know it's not that super serious, but it's she basically makes a comment saying, "Oh, I can't wait to drive these wheels," and of course the main character Mike, he actually makes a comment. Or if you drive a really shitty vehicle, she'll be pissed off at you and stuff. I think the same thing happens. You have to do a mission for 8-Ball where we have to pick up 3 hookers, I guess, or it's implied that the hookers. And one of the portraits is basically Misty from GTA 3. Or at least the artwork that they use for her, I guess. I don't think it's explicitly her, but the people who made GTA Advance used a lot of the artwork from GTA 3. You can tell which ones are made for the game, though, because a lot of them are a lot more detailed, but are downscaled, whereas the ones made for the game aren't as detailed, I think. But it is still a neat little game, to be honest. I definitely think any fan of GTA, regardless if they only like the 3D games or whatever, or HD games, I think they should really give it a shot. It doesn't help it came out literally on the same day as San Andreas, but for a Game Boy Advance exclusive, I think it does the hybrid of the original 2 GTA games with the elements from GTA 3 specifically rather well. It definitely has a much more tolerable paramedic missions compared to literally every other version to do it in one shot, but in that version you can actually take breaks from it. Like if you get to level 1 and then get up to level 5, when you quit, you start at level 5 instead of level 1. And much like with the taxi missions and the vigilante missions, you don't have to keep doing them consecutively, unlike Vice City, which changed that for no reason. I really fucking hated it. It really made the side missions a lot more annoying, to be honest. That's like the one thing I really dislike about the side missions in the later GTA games, that they basically made you go through 12 consecutive levels just to get an award that may or may not be worth it. Okay, I guess Vice Cities was kind of worth it because you got the what did you get? You get the extra armor and the let's see, extra armor and the fireproof ability, which is really good, especially in some missions where you have to run through fire and shit. But I just hate that type of shit, honestly. I just never liked the paramedic missions. They're even worse if you're trying to do them after the gangs hate you. It just gets really fucking annoying. But thankfully, GTA Advance definitely fixes that issue. But the only problem is that you can't replay them. So if you're playing a save file and you want to replay them, you have to use the level select code. I think it's kind of stupid. So that's why I'm basically having a save for the side missions and shit. So if I want to replay them, I can do exactly that. So I think they're fun in their own right. It's just for some reason on that version you can't replay them ever on that save, and I think that's fucking stupid. But I still think it's a game that people should play anyway. It's definitely no Payback though. That game was basically an actual GTA clone made on Mac devices, and actually get a rather ambitious Game Boy Advance port, but it was only released in Europe, so I don't think many people actually have to play unless they emulated it. Kind of runs like shit, but it is rather impressive regardless. At least this code actually does unlock all the cities though, because I can't imagine actually going for that shit. Runs like crap, and it's just annoying. But oh well. Alright, shut up. You know, we have to every time we do a new set of missions, Capitan, we have to throw everything out. No traces. Which is just basically Rockstar's way of making sure that you know you're going to be doing these missions every time you rob the fucker. We get it. It's about as stupid as an explanation as people trying to defend Metroid's having to collect the power-ups every single time. It's fucking stupid. No matter what in-game reason you can think of, it's just stupid at the end of the day. Okay, I only got one more mission to go, thankfully. I really should get around to finishing Metroid Prime and actually play the game on hard mode. It's kind of sad. But yeah, after I get the second piece, I'm gonna definitely... Actually, no, I can just go to the... No, I'll just go to the, wherever. I guess I'll see where the gun van is, I guess. See where that fucker is. On GTA Lens, I think it's called. Yeah, I think it's the one. I think it was on the website yesterday. It was like this really strange animation of like shit moving around. It was really fucking weird. Oh, whatever. Not my place to speak on such bullshit, but it was certainly interesting for like a minute. Alright, time to do some high tier hacking. Find the computer room. Yes, why thank you. Fuck. Alright, let's go ahead and find the gun van location. I think it's at the dam, I think. It's gonna be fun. What the fuck? Whatever. Fucking stupid. Let's just use the fucking, thruster, I guess. So gay. I'll use the RPG since I'm pretty sure that's one of the weapons on sale, so I could technically buy more ammo for it quickly. Oh my god, game. Why did you spawn the fucker on the roof? There are no fiddlers on this fucking roof. Of course the main fucking character can't even climb over a fucking bush. So fucking stupid. Whatever. Alright then. Another ladder we climb. Yay. Alright. Yeah, I know this wasn't a fucking missiles, but I don't care. I just want to get this done with. So I don't care. Might as well call in Sparrow again, I guess. Jetpack is something. Okay. It's definitely not the fucking jetpack from San Andreas, because at least in the one in San Andreas, you can actually use their Uzis. In this one, it's like, nope, you can't use it. Not allowed. Fucking dumb. Ugh, but Rockstar wanted to make the game balanced. Okay, yeah, the same Rockstar who decided to give the players the wonderful gift of the Oppressor Mark II, and only until after several years did they finally decide to nerf it in some capacity that hardly affects PvE players in the slightest. And also the same Rockstar that is horrible with their mission balancing to begin with, but whatever. Sure, balanced. Really don't want to fucking hear it right now. Alright, let's get this thing, buy some armor, and then head to the mission, I guess. I didn't think it would take this short amount of time, to be honest. But I think depending on how long I take to do this mission, I might just move on to the next game. And seriously, what the hell is up with the pickup range for items in this particular room? It's kind of weird, actually. Another bot is into the chat talking about Christianity. Amazing. I don't swing that way here, pal. Sorry. It's already bad enough losing friends over video games. I sure as shit don't want to start losing friends over political and religious beliefs. Because me not liking Elden Ring means I'm a communist, I guess. Or that me liking Akiba's ship makes me part of Marxist's fucking ideologies and shit. Get out of here. Alright. Speaking of dumb shit, let's actually buy the body armor. And then we can finally do the heist. Yeah, the precision rifle is fucking terrible, by the way. Don't even bother buying it. Unless you really want to, I guess. I definitely will say it was pretty funny, and I was actually hearing a commercial about that exact topic, but still. I am by no means a political or religious channel. Not even what this is about. Like, unless they start selling... Okay, I don't want to have to drift into this topic, but... I'm pretty sure it was like a news article talking about how they're selling guns for like vending machines and shit, and I just couldn't help but think, my god, we're really gonna be doing what Borderlands does now. It's gonna be fucked. But that's about it. But anyway, speaking of fucked, let's go ahead and commence Operation Let's Try Not to Fail This Heist Too Many Times. Because Lord knows, no pun intended, and it's going to be a really annoying experience. But since I know all I have to do is leave proper, I should be fine. So I could theoretically do this stealthily, I guess, but I highly doubt it. But I want the damn trade price in the helicopter, so that's kind of why I'm doing it. And I might just actually end up buying it, I guess. But alright, let's go ahead and stock up on the snacks. And we'll get started, I guess. But speaking of insane difficulty, I actually did finally manage to beat Twisted Metal 2012's Twisted Difficulty, so I'm happy about that. I'm going to definitely go on the record to say that Iron Maiden is probably the hardest, and that's mainly because the only viable strategy for that shit is using Mr. Grimm. Because he's a character that can pretty much one-shot the limos, which you absolutely need to, since they're a pain in the ass otherwise. And it's like, I just can't think of any other way to fucking deal with that shit, to be honest. I'll do day this time. Let's see. They have different outfits, actually. Pretty nice. No. What about the one with the hood? Oh, this one looks nice. Urban armor, nothing special. Okay, here we go. This is definitely what I want. I kind of wish this was in a darker color, though, but whatever. I'll go with this one, I guess. But yeah, that bitch is very annoying, and especially because when you're aiming the chainsaw and trying to get the flaming version, it's just very annoying. I absolutely hated it. I guess it was fun learning it, but everything else about it was just fucking awful. And thankfully I have to go through it twice, because I know that if you want to get Warthog, you have to not only beat all the levels, but you have to get the gold time on it too, which I just think it's a really shitty reward, to be honest. It would have been a lot more worth it if you actually got, like, a minion-style character, or not even just minion-style character, you actually have to play as Minion, like the awesome six-wheeled vehicle and shit. Like, that actually would have been more than worth it, honestly. And making a vehicle that's even more annoying and overpowered compared to Juggernaut. But no, all you get is a cool vehicle, yes, but I just don't think it's worth it for all the bullshit that you have to do. Like, actually beating the game with every character in Twisted Metal Black to get Minion, I think was definitely worth it. As you actually got an award that made you, well, appreciate it. Even though, yes, you can technically use cheats to get it, but I think it's more than reasonable that once you've gone for the game with everyone, you get the boss character, and then, depending if you're playing the North American or European version, you can decipher the codes of Minion and find out a lot of very interesting shit about the game. But no, in Twisted Metal 2012, all you get is a vehicle that's cool, yes. Some people might prefer the original design, but whatever, but I just don't think it's worth it for all the bullshit you have to do. That's mainly what it comes down to. The game is still fun, though. I definitely enjoyed it, to be honest. I really wish the game was ported over to the newer PlayStation systems, honestly, or at least have a way to play it on the newer systems. But at least the game you can pretty much mostly play offline or whatever. And I do find it annoying that you do have to go for the game again if you're playing it digitally, because I guess it's just one of those games, but I guess it's not that big of a deal, but at least I finally familiar myself with talent enough to where I can kind of do okay, but it's, I still don't really care too much having to go for the game again regardless, since, well, if I would use the infinite ammo exploit, I definitely would, since Twisted Difficulty can go fuck itself, but at least I can say I've actually done it legit, so I guess I've earned some bragging rights, but I don't know. I still don't think it's worth it, to be honest. Anyway, this is gonna be a very fucking fun swim, as I have to swim all the way to the compound now. Just gonna hold on the A button, I guess. But this is gonna be very fucking annoying. This is why I'm doing this shit solo, by the way, for the self helicopter. Because who the hell wants to deal with this shit? Only I would. And plus, I definitely want the bonus money for the Panther statue. So whatever. Not to mention, I was playing this with one of my buddies. We did really horrible, and I know on a couple attempts, I know I completely screwed up. So that's why it's Team Live Zero, because I'm doing this on hard mode. But since I get the Black Panther statue, or whatever, it's I should definitely get a lot of money regardless. It really does suck that I couldn't get the perfect route, as in no paintings in the office room, whatever, but I think just having the time-limited Panther statue is more than enough for me, honestly. Maybe I might get it again, but I'm going to definitely wait until next time for that. And that's if I complete this within a reasonable amount of time, because I am going to definitely move on to Sly Cooper Thieves in Time, which I haven't played that in a while, actually. I've been really busy trying to complete Twisted Metal 2012, which I thought that the Carnival of Carnage was going to be a pain in the ass because of the whole segments after the first phase, but it turns out that it wasn't nearly as bad as I thought, because they are annoying, but the pain is only short-lived, I guess. But it still wasn't exactly the most fun things, I guess. Iron Maiden is definitely the hardest mission in the entire game, and I will not deny otherwise. You could argue the Mean Juggernaut's deathmatch is annoying because you deal with two very annoying ass vehicles, but at that point you already have Talon, and even with just your starting fire and homing missiles and the mega guns you can find, which they are thankfully consistently spawned, you can take them down no problem as long as you're decent maneuvering. And remember that the health pickups do spawn, but if you want to get the par time for it, you have to make sure that you don't waste them, because they're only given, I think, 2 refills for them. So you definitely want to make sure that you don't squander your few and far healing abilities. I think they spawn in, I think, around the 4 or 5 minute mark, but they still take quite a while to respawn. But I definitely say that if you can beat the 2 Juggernauts and only have 4 opponents left, it is more than manageable. It's just, I can see how people be annoyed at that, but I personally think that the Iron Maiden fight is definitely much more annoying, and that's mainly because you have to use Grim, since he's the only character, I think, who can actually consistently damage the limos, and he's also one of the few vehicles who can actually load the faction leader on the nuke remotely quickly. So there's a lot of factors that make him the only good choice, because of how many phases are in the god-awful fight. It's just not a fun experience. But it also doesn't help the fact that I actually did go through the game initially, because I wanted to do a guide of the game using items that you couldn't get normally. So I guess if I do get around to it, I'll do 2 versions of it. One with Juggernaut, obviously, and then other ones with vehicles that you would normally have to unlock normally, I guess. So I know the first Juggernaut fight is going to be the most annoying for that reason. But I know that once you unlock Talon, which I believe is after the Sweet Tooth fight, you only really have to worry about doing those once, and you can just swap out Talon at the Juggernaut at the garage. It's just a matter of knowing where the health pickups and the not hell pickups. They do appear on the map, but the mega gun spawns are, and then just making sure you know how to maneuver with the Talon, since it is rather annoying to fly, but having good knowledge of that vehicle will definitely help on in the long run, honestly. But unfortunately, it is considerably the weakest vehicle, and for good reason, but it is still definitely the most annoying regardless, as you're basically flying around in a helicopter in a game that's all about vehicular combat on the ground. It makes me wish that you could have been able to unlock Warhawk. Now, that would have been a great reward, honestly. Be able to unlock a second flying vehicle, and it's like a redesigned version of Warhawk from Twisted Metal Black, or even the original Warhawk from that other game that Singletrack also made. Now, that would have been a great reward, in my opinion. You know, getting to fly around as the original Warhawk, or having a reskinned Warhawk from Twisted Metal Black. That would have been actually really cool. There are a lot of references to Singletrack's other various games in there, even with Meatwagon, I think. The ambulance vehicle being like Ozone or whatever. Now that would have been a great reward, in my opinion, having the another flying vehicle, but it's the shit, I gotta go around again. Having the Warhawk flying vehicle to definitely make it interesting, I guess. But no, all you get is Warthog, and like I said, it's a cool incentive to get all the vehicles in the game, but just the reward itself is just kind of shitty. Oh no, it's I don't think it's worth the hassle, but for local multiplayer, it unfortunately is the only really correct way of getting the most out of the game. But anyway, I finally reached this fucking spot, which now means I get to actually do this mission. Horribly, but still being able to play it nonetheless. What the fuck? Alright, let me swim back up and then go back down. Alright, time to take time to cut through the grill or whatever, the gate. I'm actually curious if you have if you still have to worry about your O2 meter going down during this part. I'd assume so, to be honest. Well, here we go. Oh shit. Okay, I guess it is still there. It's just, well, it doesn't show proper. Very well. I wonder if I could put the hood in this outfit. That'd be nice. Alright, can I put the hood up on this outfit? Oh, come on. It's a fucking hooded outfit game. Whatever. Well, thankfully, playing this mission many times with you all has actually helped me learn the pattern slightly, so I should be okay, I guess, doing this solo, but I know for a fact that Rockstar intentionally designed the mission the way that they did, and that if you want to get the secondary targets, you have to play another person. And I know Rockstar intentionally designed this because they're like, no, we can't have players making money than we let them, so that's why we nerfed this shit twice, and you have to have a second player to get the secondary targets. What the crap? And I got fucking killed by the machine gunner, or whatever the fuck. All because I didn't get a proper headshot. Amazing. It's gonna be a fucking long night, I'm sure. Anyway, at least I don't have to worry about that one key because there's no paintings in the office, and every other room requires the two people, which I think is just fucking stupid. But I know Rockstar intends to design it that way, so they can go fuck themselves. Just miserable. Fuck. I guess he saw the body die. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna more than likely move on to slide Thieves in time, and then I'll do some leveling up in Xenoverse 2 and PS4 because I am really far behind in that shit. So I might do a couple of extra mission farmings, I guess, but I don't know how I'm gonna bear to do that shit for a long time. Fuck. Wow, you die super quick on hard mode. No shit. But still, what the crap? Sheesh. Alright, definitely gotta wait for that dude to move so that I don't accidentally trigger the alarm again. There we go. There it is. Yeah, I also believe on hard mode is actually 2 hacks, so that's good. Ugh. Yeah, I also legit have no idea why the hacking in this heist is fucking derp baby bitch mode easier compared to the ones in the fucking casino. Like, I legitimately don't understand. Like, you have to be a complete nincompoop to fuck these up. Come on now. Fuck. Got spotted. Well, at least I know that I'll have to go all the way back to the fucking dock, whatever. I just gotta like swim in the water and hope that I don't get fucked too much, I guess. Because I tried doing this shit and I got so fucking pissed. Oh yeah, I also have rebreathers too, so I just remembered. So I should be fine. Come on. Alright, did it. Didn't even need to use a rebreather. Thank God. Alright. Alright, that took not as long as I thought, which is good, because that was annoying and bullshit. Whew. Yeah, I got 1.8 mil for that. Awesome. Well, there we go. The only thing that was deducted was the fencing fee and the paywall fee. Everything else was pretty alright. Sucks about the paintings though, but honestly, I probably would have been more annoyed trying to get them because I suck at the high stealth solo. But I don't care. Anyway, do I have enough to get the Akula or no? I might just probably end up getting that, I think. Maybe. Or I'll just say fuck it and just get the Stealth Annihilator. Well, I certainly can't get both. Oh fuck, I'll just buy the Stealth Annihilator. Oh, I'd actually buy the Hunter, but that actually requires like 2 people to get the most out of it, so fuck it. Yeah, I'll just buy the Stealth Annihilator. If I can fucking find it. Yeah, fuck that bike. Here we go. Nearly 3 million. I'll hold off for now, I guess. Let me go ahead and get the, Let me go ahead and do some, other shit, I guess, before I move on. But I'm gonna go ahead and start the PlayStation 3 in the meantime. Alright, let's go take care of the usual shit first. Bail office, nightclub, auto shop, whatever the fuck. And I'll probably just end it on doing the whatever the fuck. Now let's go for the front door, quote unquote. Alright, up next is the auto shop. Assuming both vehicle slots are filled. I highly doubt it. You know, I've been playing this for some time now. Shut up. I'll have to do that next time I play this soft stream. Alright, let me set my spawn point for the bail office, I guess. See what I have to work on in this session. Let's see. Okay, this shouldn't take long. Let's see. All right. Fuck. Here we go. Alright, let's do this mission real quick, I guess, and I'll, be done, I guess. Might as well collect, I guess, for that extra money. I don't like having, odd-numbered, wall safe numbers. Might as well set my spawn point at the arcade, I guess, so that I can fill it up for next time. And then I'll probably, that's when I'll probably start doing the, whatever, the casino heist as well. Alright, I really hope I have to drive to fucking Sandy Shores. I'm gonna be really fucking mad if I do. I hate driving there. It's annoying. Okay, good. It's a really short and easy ride. Another easy mission done. Thankfully. Alright, let's go ahead and deposit the moolah. I'll go ahead and switch over to Thieves in Time in a minute. And we'll play that for a bit, I guess. See if we can finish up the first episode, I guess. I'm going to go ahead and get these off the screen because I don't need them right now. And that's basically it. Alright. Excuse me. Alright. Let me just very quickly check on Call of Duty. Haven't done that yet. I'm going to lower this because I don't need it. Okay, let me plug in the. Let me plug in my phone first of all. I might as well plug in the Switch too. Alright. Alright, I'll check for updates and I'll turn off the system for the time being. Not going to be really using it right now. I am, however, going to be switching over to Slide Thieves in Time. So if you just joined, you joined at the opportunity time. I guess this will work. Yeah, that'll work. But okay, let me do some Resident Evil 4 tier bed management. F you griefed my cell mission. Just kidding. Was good. I don't think we played together, unless you're a random or something. I usually play invite-only sessions anyway, unless I'm playing with Yuval or whoever. That's actually one reason I prefer playing GT Online over Red Dead Online, is just for the fact that you can actually play in invite-only sessions. It took them a long time to get rid of the solo session because it's fucking pointless. And now you can actually play in full-on invite-only sessions. Yes, indeed. I would definitely have a lot more respect for Red Dead Online if you were able to play the game in invite-only sessions. And I love the biggest excuse people come up with is that, oh, but the game world is so massively big, it's not going to run into people. But there's still going to be a chance you're going to be griefed by some random asshole. It's, It would be nice if it was like the GTA 4 days, but unfortunately it's just not the case. Hell, rather it be like the Red Dead Redemption 1 days. You could do invite-only sessions and still progress like everyone else. Except now in public sessions, people have gone ghost and are just killing you from which way to next week. It's insane. But anyway, you didn't really miss much. I was just doing the Kaio Perico heist missions, and then I somehow got the Panther statue. I did horrible in the stealth though, but it didn't take me as long as I realized you can actually go to the swim out of the boundaries and still get the reward. I think I got 1.8 mil in hard, but I didn't get the paintings in the office, so the pay was kind of not as good as I like, but it would have taken up a bit of time regardless if I'd attempt it. So it's I think it did out. I think it made up pretty good. And plus, I want to get the stealth price of the Self Annihilator, which is not very fun to do with friends. So I usually did that solo. I don't think any of the other vehicles are worth it, in my opinion. Even though the Self Annihilator is so much like an inferior version of a lot of helicopters, except it has repel and stealth. And even the weaponized ability is just shit. At least the Night Shark, and what people crap on it, is useful in some ways, just people are silly about it. Oh, you're playing, I assume the 3 in Zombies is Black Ops 3 Zombies. I haven't played that in a while, to be honest. But I know I have to grind the PS4 version because I haven't reached max level on there yet. And by max level, I mean just getting to level 35. I don't care for that prestige crap. But anyway, hopefully don't mind some Thieves in time and talking GTA in the process. Oh, Black Ops 6, okay. That is a bannable offense, by the way. I'm kidding, don't worry. But okay, time to get a blast from the past, I guess. Let me just finally switch, turn this on. I joined for seven-year-old GTA content. Oh. Oh no, I mainly played GTA Online with one of my buddies, and at least the update that kind of broke the game in two with the San Andreas Mercenaries update, in which you can sell in invite-only sessions, is kind of giving me a push to play for it again. But besides trying to get heists ready with friends who don't play the game nearly as much... Oh, you joined me for my GTA content. Well, I'm certainly no professional or, what's that dude's name? Shit, he made that really funny GTA 4 clip. And he always has one of the Vice City radio station shirts on. But the main reason I played GTA during that time frame was because I just got done doing the Cayo Perico heist the first time on the Xbox One version. And since I got the Black Panther, I keep saying that, the Panther statue. Okay, that's good. I appreciate that. I expect to see you in other streams at least. Oh god, is this gonna be a... Oh, it's Gradius like shooter, I guess. Okay. Let's start in the other hacking game that I did last time. But yeah, I definitely have some, not Adam tier skill in GTA, but I like to think I know enough to be able to help friends out in it, I guess. If that makes any sense. But the main reason I was actually playing it was because I just got done doing the Cayo Perico heist with one of my buddies. We did horrible. We did finally manage to get the 3 golds and the mod Razafaz. It was actually the first time I actually done that on the account, believe it or not. I was very off put by the fact that the initial sneaking mission, or the prep mission for that heist, was just so ungodly annoying, but I finally gotten used to it, kind of. And then I want to get the self-annihilator trade price, but because any approach inside of Kosaka is not worth doing with friends, I said, fuck it, I'm going to do it solo. And I somehow got the Black Panther statue on the second attempt. I know that shit is usually pretty hard to get, even during the week that it's available. So I think it's safe to say I kind of lucked out. Legit. But yeah, I kind of messed up on the self a bit, but since you can actually leave the area despite what the game tells you, it didn't take me as long as I did the first time, because I tried to go to the airport and everything, or runway, whatever, and I ended up getting really mad, but I did eventually do it. Yes, for real indeed. I wanted to do the casino stuff, but unfortunately I wanted to move on to other things. Particularly this game, which not a lot of people really like. I myself am definitely not a fan of the story, because it just kind of doesn't make any sense. I don't know if you ever played the Sly Cooper games. I played them all so far, though I really much prefer the original. I think the second one is overrated. I do like the third one, but one of the chapters of the game just really annoyed the piss out of me. So I'm kind of indifferent towards it. But I am at the very least happy that Sony actually brought the original game onto PS4, PS5. And I really hope for the fans' sake that they do the other games, but I know for a fact that I'm not going to replay Sly 2, because I just cannot stand playing that game. Maybe Sly 3, because the gameplay isn't as annoying in my opinion, but I definitely did not like Sly 2. They all have good stories, even the first one despite being kind of basic, but it gets the job done, but I've kind of seen everything that there is about the game, so I kind of don't care to replay the game again. It's also one of those one-and-done deals where there's no level select, there's no way to replay missions or anything like that. It's just, hence, one and done. Even Blastmaster 0, 2, and 3 are like that, and that's a damn shame, because the first game had the New Game Plus, which is basically unlimited mode, where you can go for the game again using the end game gear and shit. And then you have the hard mode, which really ramps up the difficulty, but that's about it. I know the second game had the 2 DLC characters, which is nice, but I didn't feel like it held up as well, since it still has that problem of not being able to replay areas again. And then the third game is the epitome of one and done. Unless you play the game on different platforms for achievements and feats, it's not really worth replaying unless you really like the gameplay. But as for this game, I guess, I've already seen plenty of people talk about it, so I know most of the stuff that happens, I think. I know the story just makes no sense. But I do want to conclude the Sly games, and maybe even touch the... I still don't understand what the fuck the point of that rewind filter is, but whatever. And then do the Bentley's Hack Pack before finally getting around to the Ratchet and Clank games, the PS3 ones at least, because I did finish the Deadlocked finally. I had to replay it though because my game crashed after going for the game, and I kind of want to have a save with challenge mode nearly done. But I definitely say that out of the games besides the original, I definitely say Deadlocked is my favorite, despite the fact that the game does not have a focus on exploration, but the gunplay is at an all-time high for me, so I can definitely tolerate it for that reason. I think Sly 2 and 3 tried way too hard to be more linear while still having that planet exploration factor going on, so I kind of got pissed off at those. So that's pretty much my take on it. I really hope the PS3 Ratchet and Clank games are a lot more fun, though. Never got around to playing them, unfortunately, so I know after this I'm definitely going to be doing Ratchet and Clank. This game is Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. It is the 4th game in the Sly Cooper series. Although it's not developed by Sucker Punch, it's developed by Sanzaru Games. A lot of people don't like this game because the 3rd game ended on a good note, and then the developers of that's not Sucker Punch wanted to continue the story from a line at the end of the game where it says Bentley, the turtle dude, has this time machine, and basically they go around in time doing things, I guess. It's also one of those games you have to use the DualShock's Wii Motion-like capability, so that's nice. I'm also timed in this too, which is nice. Depending on how far I get into this, I am going to move on to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which will be playing the PS4 version, because I got to level up my character in that shit. So probably doing the usual extra mission where you fight just Vegeta. The SSGSS Vegeta, because he's the only opponent. There's no bullshit gimmicks, and you can kind of cheese it with bending Kamehameha, since it basically tracks on your opponent, which by that game's logic points should be the only ability that you can, the only Kamehameha that's worth using, since it tracks your opponent like nobody's business. Yeah, Xenoverse. I noticed Sparking Zero, but I don't want to be that person and compare it to Xenoverse 2, but I absolutely will compare it to Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi. And compared to those games, Sparking Zero has way less content than the games that didn't necessarily focus on online play. If I'm even more of an asshole, at least the Naruto games by CyberConnect 2, despite having online play, still had a decent amount of offline play that you could play, I guess. It's kind of ridiculous that the people who wanted to make Sparking Zero to honor Arika Toriyama's legacy just had to make the type of game that a lot of fighting game enthusiasts would have eaten up anyway, which is kind of unfortunate. It's like that one meme, why can't we just have both? Why can't we have both a game that's decent for offline play but also has a good netcode game for the online play, I guess. It just makes no sense to me. That kind of sucks that Xenoverse doesn't have crossplay, though. You think of all the updates it actually would, but unfortunately it does not. Oh shoot, I messed up. I gotta go back and get the fish. But yes, thank you. Thank you for the compliments. I think I fucked up. Yeah. Wow. At least the checkpoints in this are fairly generous, I guess. I know a lot of complaints back during the PS2 era of these types of games that the checkpoints were very unforgiving and not in a good way. It's just too bad the story is just absolute nonsense. I only hope the sandbox nature of this game isn't as annoying as Sly 2 is, because that one was really annoying. Everybody hates sandbox games unless it's Elden Ring or Sly 2, and that's fucking stupid to me. Alright, let's get the original voice actors, which is good. Oh, they can say the same shit for Teen Titans Go. It's like the only redeeming quality of that game is that they got the original voice actors. Such an amazing achievement of a show that is definitely more in favor of compared to the original that ended on a really interesting cliffhanger and instead wanted to continue the series, but as a spin-off for kids. That's just kind of insulting, to be honest. But I'll digress. Like, I think if Teen Titans Go didn't, like, replace the original Teen Titans, I don't think people would necessarily care. Like, you already have all 5 voice actors, I guess, to do it, I guess. But they just rather focus on the kids' show spinoff than actually making the story that people actually want to see. It's, really depressing, to be honest. That's kind of what they did with, like, what is it, Total Drama Island, where they regress to little toddlers and shit. It's kind of funny because Rugrats kind of did the opposite, actually. People still end up hating it with all grown up and shit. The babies should still stay as babies, and yet they got all grown up. And then people hated it. So it was more of a weird continuation, but just a really shitty continuation, I guess. Also, why the fuck is Mother Brain in this game? Like, I'm looking at the game now, and it's like... I didn't know that Japan had Planet Zebras and shit. I guess we are in Torian after all. Oh well. But yeah, I definitely have to mention that even though this school gets to play as Sly's ancestors, I guess, I have a feeling it's going to be a reskinned Sly Cooper, but with exactly one ability that makes him distinct, and that's kind of lame. It's like, okay, cool, you get to play as Sly's ancestors. The thing that's been hyped up literally since the first game. Probably even only during the first game, I think. I don't remember. And yet, all we get is basically the same Sly Cooper gameplay, but with exactly one new ability that makes him stand out, I guess. That's just kind of shitty, in my opinion. Like, crap on all the different gameplay modes that Sly 3 did, but at least each character played differently to a point. Like, playing as the Panda King did not feel like just another Murray. Like, playing as Penelope did not feel like just another fucking Bentley. Like, yeah, people complained that, oh my god, we have to do something different, but at least that's the whole shtick, is that they didn't play exactly the same as the other characters. Because then what's the point of having different characters when they're basically the exact same thing? I don't know, that just seems kind of pointless. If you're going to hype up, you want to play as Sly's ancestors, and yet they just end up pretty much playing exactly like Sly Cooper. Not exactly a Sly Cooper lore enthusiast, but going by the gameplay so far, it just definitely seems like we're just playing as a reskinned Sly Cooper with one exactly different ability that you probably can't even inherit on Sly Cooper himself, which just seems kind of stupid. I don't know. It's is there something I'm missing? I also really hate how this dude has, like, the futuristic tech that Bentley gave him. You think he would have his own, goggles or some shit. I'm pretty sure it's also the exact same as Sly Cooper, by the way. It just makes no fucking sense. Does Bentley have, like, a second set of Sly's Bonakicons or some shit? It just seems kind of weird to me. Absolutely no diversity for gameplay's sake whatsoever. Like, I know one of the episodes you play on, you get to actually play as Tennessee Kid Cooper, which is actually one of the ancestors that you got to, that was mentioned in the original game, but yet I have a feeling he's just going to be more or less the same, except he has that sliding shit, and that he could probably shoot a gun, maybe, depending on what specific circumstances that you can get to, I guess. It just seems really fucking stupid. That was an easy mission. Just collect 2 things and that's it. And maybe fight some poisonous rats and lure some bright bugs or some shit. Amazing. Madame Murray. Yeah, it's one of those games. At least let's get cutscenes in this, which is actually one of my biggest complaints with, like, every Sly game made by Sucker Punch. They should have done the thing like in Metroid Prime, where after you've seen the cutscene the first time on your saved memory card or whatever, they can skip it. But in these games, you cannot. Except for the game that nobody likes, which is absolutely hilarious to me. It's such an ingenious idea for people to get invested in the story in the first playthrough, but then on the second, they can choose to skip it if they want to. I think that's a pretty decent trade-off if you think about it. I think it even works if you, like, watch the cutscene the first time, or if you, like, get a game over after reset, you can then skip it because you've already seen it. Like, I think a lot more games should do that, so that people should experience the story in the first playthrough, but then have the option to skip it on the second and ongoing playthrough. So that people, they get to see the story, see what it's all about, and then if they want to play through the game again and not have to deal with the story, they can do that. But unfortunately, they just do not do that. Oh, good, a tailgating mission, my favorite. Oh, well, shit. Oh, okay. They're sticking with wheels. It's not suspicious at all. Fuck. Tiger tail. Ha 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 ha. Very fucking funny, Senzaru. Okay, you can't shoot the guards. The only character that can like legitimately take them out is Murray. And it's just annoying. Alright. This getting boosted is good. You just can't boost while you're in disguise, well, I guess it makes sense. Wow, I am terrible at this. Well, at least it'll make you use the shitty, dual, whatever. Oh, you were playing, Black Ops Zombies. I hope the commentary was at least interesting while I was, trying to understand these car physics. Well, yeah, incompetent randoms are really annoying. That's why I don't really play them that much. I don't really play Call of Duty that much. I think the last time I did was trying to get the unlocks in the original Modern Warfare 2, since for split screen play, nobody wants to do local play, I guess. That's another story. I haven't played the Kakarot game. Oh, their friends are just not as good. It makes sense. It is kind of a shame that Treyarch always makes you buy like the good levels, because every new one they come up with is just fucking terrible. Like, they even did that shit since World at War, actually. You couldn't even like unlock the regular levels for play. You have to buy the rest, and then they made you buy the levels again in Black Ops 1, and then I don't know. If I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really like any of Black Ops 2 levels. I think that the fog distance thing is just annoying. Like, people give a lot of Nintendo 64 games a lot of shit for it, but then in Black Ops 3, you only get one map to start, and the rest you live to buy as DLC. One of which is being like the only good set of levels, because all the new ones, in my opinion, are just annoying as piss. But I guess it's a scrub quote for that, for Call of Duty. At least the split screen is fun, but if you're playing anything besides the Series X, it's there's gonna be some pretty bad frame rates, and you can't even pause locally, which is annoying. So I bet you're playing online, it's just they don't let you pause when you're playing with more than one person, I guess. I don't understand. I don't understand why Black Ops 3 altogether, despite the zombies mode playing like traditional grounded Call of Duty, that there's no multiplayer mode that just kind of plays like that, but just having the what the hell is it? I forget what they're called. The weapons that you have to earn through loot boxes and shit, but having those weapon sets instead to get the more grounded Call of Duty experience that people have been wanting ever since Call of Duty went futuristic and shit. Like, they literally had the assets to do it. It's just they force you to use the futuristic shit in the game. I don't mind personally, but I just want to be able to play a Call of Duty game that you can play even when the servers go down or whatever. That's why Ghost, in my opinion, started to make the series a bit better since it started adding proper bots and shit. I know Black Ops did it first, so you only could do it for like 2 modes, and depending on if you did online or offline play, you got different versions of it. But yeah, a lot of sandbox games can be very annoying for some people. Like, the one reason why I can't stand the idea of playing Elden Ring is that it's just a more bloated version of what people get annoyed at games with anyway. Like, even the Dark Souls games have their sense of exploration, but they're not this overly huge areas that require, like, making your own map or whatever. And not even just with Dark Souls 1 with the interconnected levels, but even Dark Souls 2 and 3, or maybe even Bloodborne, having levels that have a lot of shortcuts, but they aren't like this bloated mess that you can just get lost in easily, I guess, if that makes sense. I'm sure you do, just don't ask me to play it. I'd rather go through Dark Souls 3, to be honest. It's basically the same thing, honestly. It's just there's no horseback riding and whatever additions that people want to make it look interesting, I guess. Well, that's good. I'm sure there's some decent builds you can do in the game. I just don't want to deal with it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I already have. And I don't like that Dark Souls start doing the 2-phase bullshit. Like, I don't mind bosses that gain new attacks when the health rate a certain amount, because that a lot of games do that shit, but bosses like Sister Freed were just a big fucking mistake in Dark Souls 3, to be honest. I rather like Slave Knight Gale, despite me preferring Dark Eater Midir, because he might have a lot of health or whatever, but he only has the 1 health bar, and once you kill him, he's fucking dead. I never prefer fighting, what the hell is his face? The dragon dude? I forget the name. The dragon that breathes dark or whatever? I forget. Because it feels like a more traditional Dark Souls fight, despite it having a very shitty arena for co-op with bots and shit. But basically, I feel that Dark Souls 3 is just an overcorrection for Dark Souls 1. And just really shitty fan service altogether. It makes a firefighter enemy fucking blush, and that's not a fucking over-exaggeration. Fire Force, I think it's called. Anyway, I'm going to shift back to Dragon Ball, because I actually have a couple things to mention about that. First of all, the main reason I didn't get the Kakarot game is that it was just basically yet another retelling of the various arcs and shit. and it was just a single player game that I guess kind of played like Xenoverse, so I just didn't have really interest in it. Like, the one thing that Xenoverse does really well is the co-op, because the PvP options they have in the game are terrible. The game is wholly unbalanced for PvP, despite having a character creator, and even with the local multiplayer options, it's just so limited, and there are hardly any patches that actually accommodate for such things. Like, you still can't change the time limit for fights. There are still some characters you can't even play as. You have to mod the PC version to do it, which I think is disgusting in my opinion. There's only 8 stages I think you can fight in the local versus mode, where you can even set the training mode options that have a second player control them, and yet they are perfectly controllable just fine. So what the fuck was them thinking? I don't understand. It's just nonsense to me. But I also know for a fact that the Budokai and Budokai Tenkaichi games have a lot more single-player content going for it. And while you could argue that Sparking Zero is the game that we thought we needed right now, it just pales in comparison to Tenkaichi. Like, the main reason I don't like comparing it to Xenoverse is because I feel that Xenoverse is kind of a different beast. But there have been quite a number of Tenkaichi and other Budokai games, and I think by those comparisons, it is just lacking in comparison to even the worst Budokai game, which is 2, and because it wasn't included in the Budokai HD collection. But whatever. I don't know if the controls are improved compared to Xenoverse 2, but even just the fact that the game was initially not going to launch with local multiplayer, and the fact that even when they decide to change that, you can only fight in one fucking stage, it's just nonsense. I just don't understand. I know arena fighters kind of get mocked on and shit, but even that Gundam Max Boost game, there aren't really any serious restrictions for local multiplayer. So why does this Dragon Ball game have it? Like, what engine is it using that's preventing local multiplayer from being a thing that people usually buy Dragon games for to begin with? And why is the story mode content for the latest Budokai Tenkaichi game so fucking lacking compared to literally any other game that came out before? That's my biggest question. Like, doesn't Budokai 3 have that what-if story scenarios that have so many combinations and shit? Where is that in Sparking Zero? What about the massive roster of characters that were in Budokai Tenkaichi 3? Oh, maybe it just must be a hater or something. Wow, our ancestors are assholes. Oh, I'm actually playing it as Murray this time, okay. But yeah, if I am going to be getting that Sparking Zero game, it has to be secondhand and it has to be a bargain bin price. Like, I do not want to pay for full price for a game that just has artificially inflated content. Like, that's just fucking silly to me. Another reason that people are giving it a pass is just because it's Dragon Ball and the unfortunate time the unfortunate timing of Arika Toriyama's passing, and that this game was definitely going to sell a lot just because of that fact, but not to sound like a legitimate asshole, but even when the dude was alive, there were still a number of questionable writing choices in the series, and even just plain bad games, and even Dragon Ball Evolution as a whole. But it's I really would at least like for Sparking Zero to at least have content that can be enjoyed both online and offline, is all I'm really saying. A lot of games' problems today is that they only focus on the online play and have fuck all to do for offline play. Especially with, ironically enough, Black Ops 6 requiring constant internet connection for every single mode, even with whatever version being specific or whatever. It's just nonsense. Kind of rather play Black Ops 3 in that sense, because at least can go for the campaign that I actually like, because I can actually play in co-op and whatever. I know there's a lot of problems with the game, particularly with the microtransactions, but it's a burning giant red asterisk, if we have to bring that up, but it's I can usually play it without the nerve of it, and not to mention there's the bots in the multiplayer mode, which is nice. But, you know, that's just my feeling on it. It's also the last Call of Duty game in general to have 4-player split screen. I would have definitely liked Modern Warfare Remastered if it actually had 4-player split screen to get back the proper action that the games had at some point. Even putting aside the mass number of pointless visual changes that the game had to do for some reason, and the fact that it was locked behind a special version of the Call of Duty game that nobody liked because we're tired of this futuristic shit, and yet people then did a complete 180 saying, oh, the game was actually really good, actually. The fan base is just silly to me sometimes. Alright, I think this is the final episode of this chapter, whatever. The final mission of this episode. So I'll probably move on to Xenoverse 2 and do some time patrol and metal farming, I guess. I like how Hefe knew what Sly was talking about when he said that his statue is a fucking pigeon magnet. Well, time for our first real boss fight, I guess. It just seemed to come out of nowhere, too, by the way. Wouldn't that burn his hand? Whatever. Or paw, whatever. Well, here we go. Oh, cool! Even his boss portrait has the cigar smoke. That's kind of cool. Shit. Well, here we go. Time to kick his ass. Maybe. Shit. Did you just do a Shoryuken on me? Shit. Hey, no, unfortunately, you cannot parry the shields. You cannot parry it with a giant shield. The only thing you can do is reflect the fire with that. Shit. Shit. Crap. Yeah, I think his pattern is very simple. I think it is lightning, then fire. There we go, and then just beat the crap out of him until whatever happens, I guess. This is another thing that I can definitely agree with people on. Like, the main reason why Sly Cooper works as a character is because he can actually be funny when he wants to, but when it's time to get serious, he actually does get serious. Like, he's just always cracking jokes, like he's just some shitty Sonic original character or something. Like, it's just annoying. Like, whoever wrote the script for this game just clearly did not get Sly Cooper at all. Like, I guess his jokes are fine, but it's like, why can't he at least, like, be remotely serious for, like, 2 seconds? Especially when time calls it. Like, it's just fucking weird that this is the same fucking game, series, or whatever, where, you know, they have a character who can be funny when he wants to. Sure, his lines are funny, but it's like, does he always have to crack a fucking joke every time? It just ruins the immersion. I don't know. It's just annoying, honestly. Like, it's okay for characters that can be funny, wisecracking jackasses, but can also be serious when they want to. I think writers are allowed to have characters that can do both, you know. As I completely fuck it up again. Yeah, definitely remember that the suit does lightning swipe after. There we go. Also, that joke doesn't even really work because Sly Cooper's a fucking raccoon. He's not a rat. Oh my god, even the villains, you can't even take him seriously. They're just cracking jokes like they're trying to compete for America's Funniest Home Videos. It's so stupid. Fuck. He's not hurt his back by doing that, by the way. Just wanted to let you know. Fuck. I accidentally brushed the left analog stick. Son of a bitch. But yeah, I think the game is way too generous in the checkpoints, to be honest. I guess it's a good thing, but it's just something I figured I'd let you know. Oh, ha ha ha, Sly Cooper said the thing, how do you like my cane style? That doesn't even work. You just said the same thing that he said, but try to make it funny, I guess. What a funny jackass, I swear. Well, at least he's finally dead. I guess not. Fuck! I guess I'll do it 3 times. Seems kind of silly to me, to be honest. Alright, let's get the pattern down now, I think. There we go. Ah, fuck. Wasn't paying attention. Well, unless it does some extra bolts, I'm pretty sure this fight is won. Never mind. Oh. Impossible! I thought the text said I'm possible. Oh my god, are you kidding me? What kind of Deus Ex Machina crap is that? That's even the right word I'm looking for. Nosferatu. Well, I guess that blimp's gone back to the future.
El Jefe was defeated, disgraced, and delivered to the cops. But it was a hollow victory. I'd failed to get back Ryuichi's cane, and we still had no idea who was really behind this whole thing. One thing was for sure, it was somebody powerful enough to have his own private army. We contacted Dimitri for an update on the Thieves Raccoonus, and it looked like Tennessee Kid Cooper needed our help next. That meant we needed to travel back to the 1880s. Luckily, one of the goons that took Ryuichi's cane had dropped what looked like an old sheriff's badge. Bentley had been trying to figure out where it might be from, but now it all made sense. After sampling the badge, Bentley was able to calibrate the time machine. As we prepared to make the jump back to the Old West, I found myself wondering how Carmelita was doing.
My god, this fucking story just makes no fucking sense. Like, seriously, it makes no fucking sense. This story just seriously makes absolutely no sense.
We arrived in the Wild West, looking for my ancestor, Tennessee Kid Cooper. A legendary outlaw whose bank robberies were some of the most daring in Cooper lore. When we arrived, it took some time to locate him. But we eventually found him. In prison. His arrest was the handiwork of the local sheriff, who had celebrated by posting his own picture all over town. Talk about an ego. We needed to bust Tennessee out of jail. But after some furious calculations, Bentley determined that the best way to do that was from the inside. For the first time in my career, I was going to have to let the law catch me. This could be a real challenge.
Yeah, this story still makes no fucking sense, but whatever. Just, what the fuck? I just don't fucking get it. But anyway, since this is the second episode, I think there's 5, I think, because there's... When I filled up the clue bottle thing, it says 20%, so I'm guessing there's 5 episodes. And then the final boss, which is always nice. It's, I don't know. I think this game's story just makes no fucking sense as it is, but whatever. But, as usual, I'm gonna do the bottle hunting off session probably tomorrow, but... We do need to finish up Xenoverse 2, so I'm going to go ahead and plug that on. At least the gameplay's okay, but my god, this game's story is utter shit. Like, legit. But alright. Go ahead and switch over to the last game of the night. Surprised I've gotten to all of them, because I usually quit after like the first, or even not even getting to the third one or whatever. But anyway, let me go ahead and get the righteous element of the external hard drive, because I gotta do some file transferring. I'll just plug in this first, I guess. go ahead and move this here a little bit. Got my gold PS4 controller. Oh shit, I actually was doing the Xenoverse's combo trial. The very annoying combo trial, by the way. But before I get that, let me get something to drink. Alright. I'll just put that there for now. Okay. Okay, thought it was something, sorry. Alright, let's go ahead and finish up these combo trials, I guess. I was doing them off stream, but I forgot to finish them. So let's go ahead and torture ourselves, I guess. Okay, I clearly pushed the buttons together, whatever. Fuck, dude. I almost had it. Damn it. Fuck. I'm gonna have to retry anyway because I have barely any health left. Son of a bitch. But yeah, these missions are fucking stupid. I'm sorry. It's they're just like really shittily designed. It's just for what? A trophy, I think. I don't know, but these missions are fucking stupid. I already despise them with every fiber of my being. Fuck. Alright, I think I finally got it now. There we go. I finally got it. Holy shit. That was stupid. Wow, this dude is an egotistical prick. I am a god. You only live because of me. Okay. Is he like Shinnok or something from Mortal Kombat where he's a fallen god? Or is he supposed to be like some false god, but yet he's lived his life to think that he is or something? I mean, you already have the god of destruction. Is this supposed to be the god of arrogance? I don't know. Alright, let's do the last character trial, I guess. If it even is one. It probably is, considering it's an actual trophy. And now I'll do some serious farming and shit. Oh my god. This better not be a stupid fucking combo trial. Fuck. It probably is. And it's also a strike super or ultimate whatever, so that's gonna be nice. Oh, thank God. It's a normal fight. Alright, finally. Time to... Oh, shit. He has a generating health? Oh, my God. Well, this God Splitter seems like a pretty decent move. Maybe. Oh shit, it's only a minute? Crap. Alright, that's gonna warrant a restart. Well, let's know what to do now. Just gotta spam that one move, and then make sure I have 3 keys to finish the fight, and then I should be good to go. It really does suck that Xenoverse 2's PvP is actually shit. Because the co-op is actually not that bad. Admittedly. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, he does it so quickly. Holy shit. Wow. I might actually use a different Super Soul, I think. I think the game does limit what skills you use, but now you use Super Soul, which is kind of funny. Yeah, I gotta change my Super Soul for this. It's just fucking ridiculous, honestly. Constant health regeneration. As a wise Silver the Hedgehog once said, it's no use and I can't do it. Oh wait. It's no good, I can't do it. Whoops. Well, whatever. It's fucking ridiculous. Gotta use a different Super Soul. If the game ever fucking loads. Yeah. You're all talking, no show, I think. Yeah, this is definitely not gonna help. So... Isn't there one that he actually gives you thinking becoming a god tuber? Fucking kill me now, please. That's like the most cringe thing I think I've ever seen in Dragon Ball, besides the blatant hairstyles you see in like a lot of stuff, I guess. It's fucking stupid. I hate it. Like, even Zamasu's hair is like something you see in like Overwatch or something. It's one of those two-toned haircuts you just see in like everything. It's annoying. But whatever. At least it's at least you get something out of it, but still. There we go. I am a god! Alright. And I got the Z rank. Thank God. I don't have to do that shit again. Terrible. Just terrible. Alright. Well, that's done with. Let's go ahead and do the leveling like I mentioned. Probably go up to level 120, I think. Wow, what a bitch. Alright. Well, that's done. Got 8 medals, so that's not enough to do anything I wanted. Yeah, I keep checking it for some reason, my bad. But alright, let's go do some Zenny farming. No. Let's do some metal / level farming, I guess. I loved, by the way, that when they introduced cross versus, they thought there was crossplay, but no, it was just a really shitty multiplayer gimmick mode that had nothing to do with crossplay. Just fucking awful on Dimps' part, to be honest. And yes, I did get all the characters, even Supreme Kaya Time, even when she was in the game. I just now have to get the DLC that has the whatever the fuck. That's gonna have to wait until whenever I get funds again. But alright, let's do this. But okay, while I do that, I guess, let me go through the contents of this folder, I guess, and I'll probably do a couple levels, and I'm probably going to get off for tonight. Okay, well, this I can close, so I don't need that open right now. But okay, let me go for this, I guess. Yeah, this I don't need. These I definitely don't need. Yeah, those I have to put back, but let me keep doing this, I guess, for a bit. I'll go into the saves folder. Let me move this over here. Alright, so first, these absolutely have to go because they're gonna more than likely get in the way. Let's see, this I can get rid of. This I can get rid of. Yeah, these I can get rid of. Shit. So it might be all of them, I think. Oh wait, here we go. Here's another one. Yeah, Desmond, Beetle, Saturn. Yeah, everything looks good on here, I guess. Some of these have to like change up though. But okay. Sure, why not? Because I'll put it on the desktop. Let's see. Yeah, 21 items and... Fuck. Okay, 21. Alright, good. Whoa, okay. Yeah, I think chat died, so I'm just gonna probably get off for now.